ready, Bucks. Okay, y'all, listen. We made to 100 vidges. 100 vidges. I said if I didn't make it this far, if I kept the channel going, or I took forever and a day, I would make a video about it. A little something more personable. There's probably be images of just different scenes I like from the manga. Nothing really go with the words, but I try best I can do to make it. So for this video, I just want to talk about what made me enjoy Ippo when I started to enjoy it. As you guys know, I'm in my 30s. So like when I first came across Ippo was like years ago. I was a young man. I would see it because I would read a lot of manga. Back then, I think I was reading Manga Fox. I think it was Manga Fox was the one I would go to a lot. Another one I can't think of other one right now, but Manga Fox for sure. And I'll read that, and I'll read Spiny Black Orb Weaver for the Baki chapters when they would drop. I was especially hyped when they had the Retsu boxing arc. That was crazy for me. Yeah, and 10 manga as well. That was 10 manga, Spiny Black Orb Weaver, and it was Manga Fox. I don't know if they're still around nowadays. I just be on Scantrat all the time. And I would just read fighting manga. I would read a few mech manga. I was really into Evangelion, Yu Hakusho growing up. A little bit of Naruto as well. I kind of fell off at like the start of Shippuden, and One Piece every now and then. You know, I kind of started going away from powers as much and just more for fighting. So I read like Shamo, which is a crazy manga to read. I'll read one called High School, which had a pretty bad ending, and I would just come across ones like that, like different delinquent manga, different ones like that, like Let's Be Delinquent, stuff like that. But I would always see, like, for the updates, when you put the new manga updated and stuff like that, I would see like Hajime Ippo on the side all the time. Like I remember one time I was reading Tenho Tange, and then I saw that there's like a little drop down, said new Ippo chapter came out. I clicked on it, and I want to say it was Ippo might have been fighting Wally at the time. And I was like, I just can't do it. This looks so dumb. I didn't like it because it looked just like Archie to me. Like, I'm not about to read an Archie comic. Like, this isn't the 70s. I'm not getting some bubblegum and what on the sock hop say. Like, none of that. Like, I did not care about it. But then when I started going to high school, like the year after, was it my 9th grade year? 10, 11, 12, no, my 8th grade year. So going to high school, I started boxing that summer to lose weight. My mom put me in boxing. At first, I hated going to boxing. I hated it. My older brother would like wake me like, you gotta go right. I tried to fake like I was asleep. Like, wake up, you gotta go right now. And I ended up running outside, running to the car, heart beating all crazy. It was sitting there on every Tuesday, we had to run for 30 minutes. Tuesdays and Thursdays were our running days, and Wednesdays were our sparring days. And I would just get like, I don't know, man. I would get so tired. I'd be out of breath, and like it was a little track. So you ran 30 minutes, but the track is so small you can't even hide and walk. So I'd run. I'm shedding a lot of pounds and stuff like that. But yeah, I know you're like, what does that do with you? Were you watching Ippo? Well, essentially, during the time, about 3 months of going and losing weight, I actually got a chance to spar. And so around the first chance I had to spar, I had been watching. Watching boxing matches and stuff, and I was like, let me just read Ippo, get some inspiration, like how they do it in the manga. And I read it, you know what I mean? I've seen like the first chapter a couple times, but I never was like into it like that. But got through the first chapter, I read the first Miyata Bell. I was like, oh shit, this is actually kind of good. It was a moment where Ippo was falling over, then he grabs himself and stands on his own like leg when he's shaking. I was like the way the image looked. So I read the manga, and I read like pretty much through the whole first like Miyata arc. We fight him once or twice to get prepared for my sparring match against this dude named Horatio. Going to the gym, probably I think it was the next it was that Wednesday, so I started reading on Monday. Went to gym, hype. I was in shadow boxing, ready to fight him. We went 1 round, 3 minutes. Horatio whooped the dog shit out of me. Horatio beat me so bad, boy. He beat me so bad.
Whooped the dog shit out of him.
And I remember being in the car and just like, I was going home and I was like, kind of like sobbing on the side and like, trying to hide my tears. And my pops was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't want to talk about it. What's wrong? Come on, tell me. Like, what's that? Like, I lost the fight. I'm still weak and He was like, listen, J Money. You take on the chin, you can take anything. And it always kind of just like sat with me. You know what's up? Because I know I lost the match. Definitely got beat up. My nose is all bleeding. My lips are all swollen. Because his head Rachel was dogging me. Boy, he put me in a blender. Um, but I came back the next day, and then like the next week, I was sparring again. And at, my pop's conversation with me, he kind of strapped my nuts. I'm like, okay, like it's okay to lose this fight. I'm gonna get better. Boom. So I kept thinking about. Time goes on, and mind you, this whole time, like I'm going like to practice and stuff. I'm coming home, and I'm reading Ippo, and I'll go to school, and I read it like, but I'm hiding behind class or something. And I start to realize, like, as I was going through like fighting and boxing and doing my emotions, I would see like in the manga the characters I'm reading about going through the same type of emotions and same type of bouts and things, and I will find myself just getting getting inspired of how like real our life was, you know, or how like people is like constantly training. You can't just get good in boxing after one day. You constantly training. Or how when they're fighting, like they're going 3, 4, 5 rounds, how like tired they look and how it seems like every punch takes so much energy. Cause that's what real fighting is like, you know. And over time, I started to realize like the realism is what was what kept me into it, you know. Cause I was turned off by the look, but the realism made me excited for it, you know. And yeah, those little they would take their artistic liberties. Like I remember specifically when it was the dragon fish blow. Like I remember just being so hyped at arc and wanting Kimura to win. And then when he lost to Mashiba, I was like devastated. When he was crying and retired, like damn. When he came back and changed his name, I was so lit for that because like I want him to leave. You know what I mean? Even though he's seen as a gag character, he's like the average dude in this world full of monsters, like Usopp basically. Seeing him leave and come back because he couldn't quit really made me happy. Like, you know, he went back on his word, but it's like, you know, he's doing what he loves. And I remember when Ippo first lost, I was shook. I was like, yo, he's been winning the whole time. Like, yeah, it feels a little fake, but you know, he keeps going on. Maybe he'll win this next match, and then like he'll become a champion and lose that. You know what I mean? Like he get his belt back. I thought that was the type of way it went. But when Date beat him with the heartbreak shorter, I was like, yo, it's lit. And then it showed like his emotions and his feelings of loss and like how much it affected him. And then when it had Vogue versus Sendo, woo! And had them staring each other down like Maharaga and Sukuna, I was like, yo, this is lit. Oh, it's lit. This is lit. And so it was just those things, like the realism of it, and like I found myself getting hyped for it. That time, I was reading Garoden and Bakit too, but then it slowly started to, as those manga started to get well, Garoden ended at a weird point, but as Bakit started to get more and more like, I shouldn't say unbelievable, like they're basically Super Saiyans without the powers, you know. And after he fought his dad, I was like, okay, I'm kind of over this now. Like, I don't know. I was watching for that, and it finally happened. And the fight ended not in a way I really wanted it to, like as a draw, but it is what it is. I just had Ippo for a while, you know. There have been times I'll take like a month or two off from reading and come back and like let the chapters pile up because they can be slow. But I would notice like I felt myself growing with the characters and loving the characters and seeing like the realism and the comedy and just how it felt, you know. Another thing brought me in too, because you know I did say artistic liberties. The ecstasy state. When I first saw that, I think I would have been sheesh. It was been like beginning. I think it was like beginning of the school year. I saw that. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, cause it was just fake enough and just real enough to work. You know what I mean? For Brian Hawk, and he was a wild villain. I even liked how the season ended with Takamura fighting and not just Ippo, or how like in boxing there's multiple weight classes, so you'll have multiple great people, and it felt very real, like to real life fighting. It's not just one dope overall. Like, think about like Ricardo Martinez is a dope, is undefeatable fighter, invincible fighter, title screen, but he's only that way in the featherweight, the 126-pound class. You have Takamura jumping from class to class, being unbeatable, and him and Ricardo might never meet unless they talk in this arc, which I'm hoping he talks to him and talks to Date. But yeah, I'm rambling on for too long. I just want to say that's why I loved Ippo. I still love it. Thank you all for 100 views, for watching me and sitting around. Like, I really do appreciate this. I'll bring out more content. Hope you guys still enjoy it. And yeah, please like, share, subscribe if you want to. We have the vote. We have the Rumble City still going on, and the community page for you vote for your favorite fighters. and we'll go from there. But thank y'all so much for this. All right, catch you on the next one.